Well, I think Mr. Trump is actually outsmarting right now, even the Italians, believe it or not. And that is something hard for me to say. This corona viral thing is it's like crazy. It's like insane. I know it's difficult for people to believe the how can I say that it will kill you, but it will. You have to understand that during the Middle Ages and before the Middle Ages, actually, some people say that the Roman Empire came down not because of slavery, but because pandemics in the slavery community. And that is the problem. If humans get sick at that rapid rate and you cannot control it, half of the population of the world will die. It is simple that probably even more than half. And you see that happening several times over during historic time and prehistoric time in Europe. And everybody's telling you the dinosaurs died because they I don't know, it's some kind of meteorite hit the Earth. I say that they die because a pandemic disease they could not control and they all died. And that will be the result if these things gets out of control. But I believe that we have the modern technology to take that hit. But I don't think we need to lock people down and like the Italians, they had the whole peninsula shut down. There's about what 6, 7, 8 million people, I think. And imagine that we have to lock down the United States of America. That would be tremendous amount of death just without getting sick, just because lockdown, because people run out of food and so on. The United States of America is set up to have just 1 week, 7, 8 days with the reserve of food reserve in major cities like New York City, Detroit, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Georgia, and there is no place you can go and get any food. Somebody has to bring it to you. So imagine the chaos that would cause to just shut down the United States of America. The Europeans can do it because the infrastructure is a little different than we have it. They have like trains and stuff. We don't. We just have trucks. Eventually, everything is gonna get on the truck. Um, I think that idea of lowering taxes is a good idea. And I think it's the only way you can actually help the population in the United States get ahead is to lower their taxes. If you lower the taxes to the people of New York City, the population, the working people, the one that make this country operates and move, that will release tremendous amount of power, tremendous amount of energy, and it will sort of like balance the lack of production of the Chinese, and that is the problem. The Chinese right now are not producing, and they are the one they completely produce what we consume. So that will resolve that balance. Also, the oil prices are coming down, and the reason I think they put pressure on the Saudis to lower the price down, and they actually hurting the United States of America oil production because we have frack, and fracks they probably need about what $50, $60 a barrel, and now it's like 30. So yeah, they're gonna take a hit. So I'm impressed with Trump, having that idea or trying to push lowering taxes. I still don't like Trump, but I think it's a good move. It's a better move than Democrats. The Democrats, what they want to do is just take some more and try to give you some more. Of course, I think the Democrats and the Republicans are all the same. They're all the same people. There is no difference. Mr. Trump, he was a Democrat. Mr. Trump is a fellow. There was basically no difference than Joe Biden or including Bernie Sanders. So it's no different there. Um, where are we going with this? Who knows? Who knows? Now, I predict, myself predict that nothing will change. Nothing will change because it's the way they have it set up. They have it set up where they can balance out. That they can, for example, stop production, but at the same time, they can control the price of energy. So every cent will move up and down. It's a pyramid, but it's a control pyramid. They have a pyramid very well set up, very well set up. So we will see what happens. One thing I can say is that I do not expect any changes whatsoever of the way we live, unless this disease will really get out of hand. If it really gets out of hand and we start losing the population, like in back in the Middle Ages or before the Middle Ages, the Roman times, uh, the world as we know it will cease. It is simple as that. It will cease because half of the people you know will die, including probably yourself. And it's no way that as we have our economy set up right now, that we can survive at half percentage of the population. Is impossible. So the culture, or the, how can I say, the notion of society that we have will collapse. Well, wish us all luck, and so far I haven't got sick, and that is something else that I say not to mess with, because our biology is strong enough to take it. Yeah, some will die, but I think with our modern technologies, I think we will not lose half of the population. We might lose, I don't know, 1%, maybe 2%, but that is not much. So the reward of losing 1 or 2% of the population is a lot greater, because that way our biology will become stronger, because we now have immunity to it. We don't need medicines to, how can I say, to help us survive. It's just like another flu. It will become another flu. Well, enjoy the weekend, eat a lot, buy toilet paper.